Hi, I'm Hugh Sullivan, videographer for the Herald and Review, and I'm on a computer every day. Every day of my life. Which I imagine is pretty common. I mean, you're on a computer right now, unless you had a relative dub this to a VHS tape so you could watch it on your TV. And while I'm on the computer every day, I'm most likely working in one of the programs in the Adobe production suite. So I'm either in Premiere, or Encore, or After Effects, or Audition, or multiple versions of them, and I'm often surprised at just how complex these programs are. There are so many different facets of each of those programs that I'll just never use. I'll either never have a need for them, or I just will go my entire life not knowing they exist. Which is helpful when you work with somebody who uses those same programs, because you can share tips, because odds are someone's going to stumble onto a shortcut that the other person doesn't know about. For example, I was at work the other day, and a friend of mine who sits right next to me works in Adobe Photoshop every day. And I just happened to look over, and it looked like she was taking the long way around on one of the edits. And I kind of pointed, I said, "Is there a reason you're doing it that way? Because you can make it a little quicker by doing this." And she was just like, "Well, that's going to save me a lot of time in the future." And it felt good to be able to help out. And that happens all the time. I help people out. People help me out. Austin Horrigan, who used to work at the paper, showed me a shortcut for splicing with a keyboard shortcut instead of having to go and get the little razor tool and splice something in the timeline. And that blew my mind. So lately I've been helping a friend work on a documentary. And he bought some new camera equipment, and he got the Adobe Creative Cloud, but he's just starting to use Premiere. So he tried it out, just testing the waters, doing some video of his kids, and asked me to come over and take a look and kind of, give him some pointers. So I took a look at the video, and I, pointed a couple things out, but one of the things that was really nice was the way he matched it up with the music. There were a couple quick cuts, and they synced up really well, and so I said, really good job on that. And he pointed out the way he did it. And I have to sync things up with music a lot when I'm working on weddings. And it's kind of a pain the way I do it, but it works out well. And he had figured out a way that's going to save me a ton of time when I work on weddings from now on. And this is a guy who's been using it for less than a month. I've been working in Premiere for 8 years, maybe more. And he was able to show me something new. So I won't get into the technical stuff that he actually showed me, but I am going to post a video describing that technique just in case that helps someone else down the line. So I'm going to post that on my other channel, and I'll link it here once that's done. So the phrase, you learn something new every day, it definitely applies here, but it's crazy that I learned something so important so late in my career. And I bet that's not just a creative thing. I bet no matter what you do for a living, if you do it every day, you're going to get stuck in your zone, and you're going to have your own way of doing things and not realize that there's a shortcut. So stop what you're doing, and just every once in a while, Google what you do. Because odds are there's someone who can do it better or faster. And that's going to help everyone in the long run. So thanks for watching. Subscribe to this channel. Go check out my personal channel where I have films and I do tutorial videos. And as always, check back every week where I talk about my experiences behind the camera.